Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. Might be a little loud. We got an AC guy here. Of our cold cold air just comes down here in the basement. It gets cold down, like freezing. I have to wear hoodies. It gets so fucking cold. Upstairs stays nice and toasty. So he's helping us with that, giving us some suggestions. Hopefully that'll help. My wife's an ass kicker, man. She fucking fixed the plumbing. It's not surprising. It is not surprising to me. Well, I think it's awesome. But we've had a couple people come out. So it's just kind of funny. It's working okay now. And looks like we might be buying this house. So, all right. So today, this was actually called Conforming to the AA Way, but I have a really hard time saying that. Conformity doesn't quite mean what it used to. People take it kind of as a bad word. So I'm not expecting people, because, people that are not well, this is what would go through my mind. I'm not conforming. I'm not conforming to you. No. We're going to be reading out of AA Comes of Age. I've decided to use my desk for what it's supposed to be used for, including my books. It's working out pretty well. Problem is, I got too many cords over here, and they block the way, and I don't have a place to put my drinks yet. I have some place, but it's not as secure as I would like it to be. Not with the way I walk around. Always bumping crap. Comes with my ADHD. My ankles always hurt. Okay, what are we doing, Dion? We're doing introductions, and then we're going to get started. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm going to be your host today. Yay. I never know what to say there. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. A lot of rewatchers. So, what are we saying when we're conforming? Well, the thing is I had an old set of morals, an old way of living that, well, let's just put it plainly, it wasn't working, man. It wasn't working. And when I get to AA, or I get to, one of these different places, a new set of standards is going to be presented to me, a new set of morals. See, we have some of these things, but, like we haven't been using them correctly, if that makes sense. Hi, Patricia. It's good to see you. A lot of these things I wasn't using correctly. So, but let's see what we're trying to get to here. All right, so we're going to be in AA Comes of Age. Let me take a quick look here. All right, I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm going to start on page 105 at the very bottom, the last paragraph on 105. All right. Many people wonder how AA can function under such a seeming anarchy. Other societies have to law and force and sanction and punishment administered by authorized people. Happily for us, we found we need no human authority whatever. So, who runs AA? No one. No one runs it. AA is not run. It just exists. It doesn't. The rules are already made up. The rules have already been created, and the rule is this: the only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. From there, we tout on your individuality, believe it or not, but that individuality comes from the group. I could not find my individuality without the group. I had to figure out who I was. And there was no way I was going to be able to do this on my own. It would be impossible. Why? Because I needed examples. I needed them. I was naive. Okay, I didn't know what I was doing. That's okay. We've admitted that. Yay, we're moving on. Okay. But I didn't know who I was when I got here. So what did I do? Well, I went to meetings, and what I would do is when I saw something that I liked in somebody else, I would take it from them. And that's how I started to develop and find out who Dion is as an individual. And I'm still figuring it out. And it's okay. I figured out a good chunk of it. Now I'm really going slow because it's kind of nice. Okay. Yes, hi, buddy. I know it's been a rough morning, hasn't it? Happy for us, we found no human. We have found two authorities for what? For which are far more effective. One is benign and the other malign. There is God, our Father, who simply says, I'm waiting for you to do my will, or higher power, whatever you want to do. Okay? Kitty, seriously. At least turn around. Thank you. Okay. He's hi. Yes. Yes, I love you too. Okay. The other authority is named John Barleycorn, and he says, you had better do God's will or I will kill you. John Barleycorn is alcohol. That's enough, dude. John Barleycorn is alcohol. We're talking about a higher power here. What is alcohol in this sense? In the sense of anything for an alcoholic, well, it's the lower power. Might as well just call it that, right? A lower power of your understanding. There cannot be good without evil. And you can't deny it. If you deny it, denial is the worst. Denying that something exists means that you don't deal with it. Kitty, you're making this very tough because I love you very much, but I'm busy. And sometimes he does kill. So when the chips are down, we conform to God's will or perish. At this level, the death sentence hangs over the AA members, his group, and AA as a whole. It's enough. Over the and AA as a whole. Therefore, we have the full benefits of the murderous political dictatorships of today, but none of their liabilities. Yeah, it's cute till it's annoying. It is. It's very cute. But then he came over here and dug his claws straight into my leg. That was the end of it. He gets too happy. I need to manage this hair. And I only know one way to do it. Should I go bald? not bald. Let's try to go back to my. Okay, never. Let's do this. So, okay, I totally missed this because of my stupid cat. Therefore, we have the full benefits of the murderous political dictatorship of today, but none of their liabilities. So there is authority enough, love enough, and punishment enough, all without human beings clutching the handles of power. So what are we saying? We've been punished enough. We don't need human beings coming along and reinforcing it. Keep your damn mouth shut. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. Isn't that the rule? Aren't those the golden rules? Do unto others as you would have done to yourself. Or maybe do unto others as you would have done to your children. That's a little bit better, I think. Okay. So, such is AA's backstop against dissolution and its final guarantee of survival under any condition. For us, it is do or die. Okay. I mean, in the literal sense of the word, because for us, it is do or die. What does that mean? We action. I've got to take action upon my faulty behaviors. Everybody's got them. What are you going to do about it? See, I found that the most intelligent people understand that helping others is beneficial to you. Hold on. All right. But this is not the whole story. As our individual group and development progresses, we begin to obey the AA traditions for other reasons. We begin to obey them because we think they are right for us. We obey these principles because we think that they are good principles, even though we still resist somewhat. Now, I tend to resist because I don't know. That's why I resist. It's fear. Okay. I tend to resist the unknown. I still kind of do it. I still kind of resist it, but I do it. I do it. I have to, sometimes, there are some days that I have to pull every ounce of courage, every ounce of willpower I have to go run a meeting. No, it can be tough. Then comes the final level of obedience, the best of all. We obey AA's 12 steps and traditions because we really want them for ourselves. And that's where the difference starts to come in. I want it now. Do I need it? Yeah. But now you know the difference between a need and a want. I don't need to describe that to you. Wanting somebody in your life is much different than needing somebody in your life. Do I need my wife in my life? Yeah, I do. Right now, I do. Hmm. Hmm. Now, do I rely on my wife? Yes. Do I make unreasonable demands? Sometimes. Sometimes I do. Still. Not like I used to. Sometimes I'll come out of my mouth. I'm like, never mind. I got it. Because I remember sometimes I forget that I have a valid driver's license in a vehicle. Sometimes I just plain forget because it had been so long. it doesn't pop to my mind that I can go do it myself sometimes. Because I've relied on other people for so long to do it for me that it still does it to me. Right? It is no longer a question of good or evil. That isn't the question. The question will become, God, what can I do today to make your world a better place? That's what the question will become. We conform because we generally want to conform. Such is our process of growth in unity and in function. Such is the evidence of God's grace and love among us. Much of our discussion so far leads straight to Tradition 5, which states each group has but one primary purpose: to carry the message to the alcoholic who still suffers. Oh, this is so... Okay. Now, they say that the pain is the touchstone, and this goes with it. Okay. They say that pain is the touchstone of all progress. It's not totally true. Okay. I'm not saying that pain doesn't create progress. Sure it does. Okay. But when you intentionally heal, and that's what we're talking about here, when you intentionally say, you know what, I'm feeling awfully comfortable in my sobriety, maybe it's time for some change. That is when things will. That's when it all changed. The rules change. Everything changes on you. All in your favor. All in the favor of everyone around you. You're so much more than you know. Our limited, our thinking on this for our thought process for grace and worth isn't enough to describe what you have in you, what I can see in you. Okay. And I don't even need to see you. I just need to kind of know you, and I'll know it. And I'll know what you have in you. And I'm going to, what goes on with me is I'm like, I want to do everything that I can to bring that out, but I don't have that power. I can only guide. And that can be frustrating sometimes. Because sometimes you just want to grab and say, come on, fucker. All right. It is fun to watch myself grow in AA. I fought conformity to AA principles from the moment I entered. Yeah, we all do. Okay, if you come in and you're like, oh, those AA principles are fucking awesome, you're in the wrong place. Now you come in and go, I ain't gonna do that, then you're in the right place. Because that's what went through my mind. I'm like, I ain't gonna fucking do that. Guess what I did? You want to know why I said that? Because I didn't understand it yet. I didn't understand the simplicity of the program. The program is simple, period. There's just simple. That's it. But I learned from the pain of my belligerence that in choosing to live in the AA way of life, I opened myself to God's grace. Then I began to know the full meaning of being a member of Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm going to tell you what this conformity does. Okay. And if you don't want to use a conformity, use a different word. Okay. What are some synonyms for conformity? Acceptance. Can you accept a new way? Oh, that's conformity. Let's find out. There's always good stuff to know. Synonyms for conformity.
Here are some synonyms for conformity: compliance with, adherence to, accordance with, observance of, observation of.
Okay. We're not going to like up several of these words. Compliance, no. Adhere, no. Accordance, probably not. Observance. 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 All right. I think you're saying something I heard many times. No one said it will be easy, but it will be possible. Yes. I will just let you, I agree. And that's something that we can promise you. It's not going to be easy. No. If it was the easier, softer way, we'd all be sober with happy lives. We would. It's not easy. But I do know that if I was able to do it, I know you can do it. That's why I come here, man. Partly why I do what I do, so that you don't need to do it, so you don't have to go through it. You're not required to. Okay, your bottom's your bottom. Okay, there's a couple of things that go around AA that I don't groove with. So let's cover them real quick. I tout this stuff all the time, but it can't be said enough. Okay, you can get sober for any fucking reason you want. I don't care what it is. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. Okay? You must do recovery for yourself. So use whatever fucking reason you need to stay sober for yourself till you learn to love yourself enough to do the program, and then do the program. That's what I did. It was 2 to 3 years before I learned to love myself enough to do the program. It wasn't until after my PTSD bullshit that it really hooked. I did the steps before then, and it relieved a lot of things so that I could work on things. So that's the first misnomer, that you've got to get sober for yourself. Bullshit. When people say you got to get sober for yourself, it tells me they don't understand the difference between sobriety and recovery yet, and that they are probably two-stepping. What is two-stepping? That means you're doing steps 1 and 12, but you're doing none of the others. Okay. The other misnomer, rock bottom. There is no rock bottom. It does not exist. You didn't hit it. I didn't hit it. It doesn't exist. There is one trap door after another. That is it. There is your bottom. There is your reason to get sober. There is nothing else. Use it. I was tired of hurting my wife and kids. I was tired of it. And my mommy and my auntie and my sister and everybody around me that fucking loved me. I was tired of hurting them. I was fucking tired of it. So I changed. Now I'm not that person anymore. I'm just not. I never was that person. That wasn't Dion. That wasn't Dion. This is Dion. This is the actual, honest, God to truth Dion. And I had to work fucking hard to find him. Right? So, this conformity to a new way is actually the way to your individuality. What the fuck, man? Sorry. I just don't understand why people call me when they know I'm lying. What do you think I'm going to do? Pick up the phone while I'm live because it's you? I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm a little confused today. I'm not quite awake. So I think we're going to end it at that. Because this was a good one. So thanks for everybody for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. Peace out and have a day.